Now what, traveler? Shout out to everybody that's listening. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that travel shit. All you crabs in the barrel hate that we travel. We drinking you crabs. Ah, wonderful. Y'all taste so scrumptious. You taste like sangria. What a wonderful cigar. Share the stream. We're gonna go in tonight. Feels like a lovely cloudy day. Lovely, hot, humid, a typical summer day. Summer evening, summer afternoon. But now what? You traveled, you screwed as many women as you could. For you ladies, you had sex with as many foreign men as you could. You done heard the bands, the drums from those countries. You done visited the great islands. You did all of that. Now what? Now what? That's what I want to know. Did it really change anything in your life? That's what I need to know. Everybody I talk to about travel who is still the same person. Many of them. Most of them no, many of them yes. So I'm not going to say everybody or everyone or use those terms because those are absolute terms. But now what? For me, when I travel, it changed a lot for me. You get what I'm saying? Like, I talked to somebody earlier. He's from the motherland. Let's just say that. I can't get into grim detail, but I spoke to him earlier, and he's dating an American woman. And let me just call her American woman. She wears glasses. And what he told me was so shocking because he's from the motherland, came here, positive attitude, nice guy. Never heard him raise a voice. He always speaks calmly. Even when I pass near his, I never heard him talk loudly or anything like that. So the woman that he took as his wife is from here. I can't say what ethnicity she is, race, grouping, or category, because then it's going to be giving a lot away, and it's going to pinpoint something. And I want to, but I might give it later in the show. But so I talked to him. He was like he was nervous, and I'm like, well, like, what's going on, dude? I said, why is your front door open? He had his front door open. He never leaves his front door open. So I said, you're always securing your door. You put 3 and 4 bolts on it. Why is your door open? He said to me, he said, man, there's something that happened. And now I'm getting nervous for him. He says, we're going through a situation of separation. I said, what? He said, yeah. He said she talks to me any kind of way. She treats me like... Now, he's from Africa. She's from America. She has a soft type of demeanor. She wears glasses. You remember what I said in my book, my dating book, and I broke down the facial structures of women, and also I broke down in the video the women that wear glasses, how those glasses are quite deceiving. Those are some of the most evil women on earth. And so I said, a word? So I called one of my boys. I said, yo, guess what? I'm not surprised. He know he is. I called Jay Clyde. He said, I'm not surprised. I said, I thought you would have a different reaction. He said, see, dudes have it confused. You think because you're a certain type of way, even though you're a nice guy, even though you don't yell, even though you're calm, that things are going to turn around for you in this country. That's not always the case. And we're seeing it more and more and more. The more you don't exude your masculinity and you try to hide it because you think it's a threat, the more you're targeted in many cases. So when I sat back after I got off the phone with Clyde, I called him back, he didn't answer. And I sat back and thought about his reaction. And the young man just had a child with the woman at that, like a 10-month-old. What I realized in the United States of America, for many people, this is men and women, don't ever put yourselves in a prison. Like you traveled, now what? So you heard what I discussed the other day about the young guy that talked about Brazil. He came on my show, did like 15,000 views at the time, growing to 30 when I finally deleted the channel. My last channel. And it was funny how he traveled, now what? And that's many of the people out here. You traveled, now what? What's gonna happen now? You felt the best femininity on the planet, now what? Women can't talk about patriarchal systems because most patriarchal systems outside of America are patriarchal systems as that. You try to talk bad about patriarchal systems here in America, but you go to other countries and you date men that are heavily patriarchal. It's silly to me. So for the ladies that travel, funny. But he came here, he's living his life, he think he have it, now he have the woman of his dreams. And now look what happened. His whole life is turned upside down instantly. Because no matter if she's a white girl, black girl in the suburbs, wear glasses, no matter if she's a woman in the hood, white or black, trailer park if they're white, hood if they're black, both if they're in certain parts of America. No matter if she's the scholarly type, no matter if her demeanor's calm and soothing, no matter what. No matter if he comes from a rough side or, it doesn't matter. It's still in America. You got certain entitlements, certain feelings of power or entitlement, as they always say. You can't break free from it, no matter what. These people, so it cracks me up how foreigners come here and they think they can break free. You left your country, you came to a westernized society, you're not from here, now what? Now what? You're dating and marrying entitled women. Hilarious. So when he pulled me to the side and was trying to whisper in his own house, I had to get out of there. I had to. To see a man beaten down and scared and the woman looks calm and it's funny. Matrix Escape, what up, bro? You came here, now what? I decided to travel. Now what? You say yes. Well, what about you? Well, let's talk about Yes Jonas. Because this show is my philosophies, right? Well, a philosophical point of mine is looking at the laws, looking at the dating, looking at what he's going through as a Westerner. We can call him a Westerner. Coming to the United States, being a nice gentleman and kind and caring and respecting and seeing where he's come from and how is a third world country, coming here respecting everything and loving and kind and all of that stuff. And the way he's been treated, and to see examples of that over and over and over, and telling guys not to come here and date these women. These women have a different entitlement attitude. Not all. So that's the only time I'm gonna qualify myself in this stream. You know I'm not talking about all women. But for that good guy to come here and we see examples like that and we're telling guys that in my life and seeing this in my life, growing up, seeing the women all up in the men's faces and they can hit the men, spit them, shoot them, stab them, and the men are not supposed to be doing anything. Living in that type of environment where women are always right, they're never wrong, women don't go to the toilet like men, they doo-doo don't stink. You get what I'm saying? And to see all of that for a lifetime and to get on the internet years later as a grown man and to see men talking bad about men traveling and talking and calling us all type of names and some of the most destructive things, accusing us and pinpointing accusations that will literally make a frog cry. To see all that all my life, to see how detrimental, if you allow women to just run roughshod, they're gonna do it. And the men that raised under them, they carry that same attitude, and how men can always be wrong, and how the foods, what we're eating, pesticides and stuff pumped in foods, and just the demeanor of Americans change over time, and for us to leave the order of things that were in the 50s, and we start leaving that in the 20s when the war came and women were put in factories, and reading that history when I was younger, and to see us now. And I said, something has to give. And it was, shout out to Mark B. Mark B dropped that's more money than, wow. Shout out to Mark B for dropping that Cash App, man. I got to stop the show and say that. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. Mark B, shout out to you, bro. But for us to leave that, and for us to see where we were going, and the construct that we are creating, and this thing called toxic this and toxic that, and to have women lead the charge for becoming the victim narrative, and for very few, shout out Mark B, for very few to actually be able to stand up. You know what I realized? You said you travel, now what? Let me tell you what now what for Yes Jonas. I realized that I won't have a baby in America. That's prison. I won't have a girlfriend. I won't have a wife. I won't allow them to control me. Prison. I won't care about the cars, the shoes, the clothes, the three-piece suit. Matrix Escape, thanks a lot, bro. Oh, man, he dropped a load just now. Shout out to Matrix Escape, man. I won't allow him to. I won't allow him to make me feel that everything is just in a vacuum in America. Do you understand that nature hates a vacuum? So why actually place your mind into a vacuum after you've traveled? You went to a third world country, a second world country, a fourth world country, if there's a thing. You went to that. You experienced the joys of going to different countries and different cultures, sharing their music, their religion, their spiritual systems, their customs, their foods, the cuisines, whatever you want to call it, sharing their beaches, their environments, sharing their family structures. And you think I'm going to come back to America? You say, yes, now what for you? That was for what for me? They're not going to put me in a prison. They're not going to let me be controlled by sex. Nah. You can have your breast all out. Don't bother me. You're American. You live on American soil. All you are is a dollar sign to me. All you are is a dollar sign with jail bars behind it. That's what you are to me. You're a dollar sign with jail bars behind it. Nah, I'm good. So after I traveled, I realized how much freer you are spiritually, mentally, the freedom in that. That's what I realized. You traveled, now what? That's what I realized. I realized that I'm going to get on the YouTube channel and talk about philosophy. My philosophy is actual science, which is actual facts, logic. I'm going to talk about that also. I'm going to talk about my experiences. That's what happened when I traveled. I'm going to talk about the customs and what I read and what I experienced from reading and actually going to some of these places. David Israel, what up, bro? That's what I'm going to come back and exude and push out to the world. I'm not going to talk bad about American women. Why? I'm not in jail. I'm not in jail. And you shouldn't be in jail either, because you learn from your past experiences. But some of you don't learn. You come back and do the same thing. When us brothers travel is a game changer. For many, it's not. It's not. That's just the real story. That's just the real truth. For many, they come back and they put themselves in prison because they still going out there spending money that they shouldn't. Bank accounts steady depleting. Their health is dwindling. Their health. I know I got certain vices like this. I know it. But they're beyond that. They're putting their freedom in the jeopardy of what's between a woman's legs. Nah, bro. Now, if you had those actions, you got married, you had children here in the States, you learn from your past mistakes. That should create discipline once you travel overseas and come back. But nah, for many, it doesn't. Let's just real talk. And y'all hate that I tell the truth. I'm going to continue to tell it whether nobody listens. It could be one person in here and I'm still going to act like I'm preaching to the choir. Because when you come back from overseas, the thing is supposed to be a game changer for you. You're supposed to ask yourself, what was that meant for? Where to? Where am I going to go after I travel? That's what you mentally, where to? I told you, my thing is where to, your thing is why. I don't ask why many times. I ask where to. Okay, I traveled, now where to next? Now, of course, there's a when, what, why, where, and how, right? I'm strictly for the where to. Because that's a destination. Now I can study that destination. Now I can learn from that destination. Now I can understand why that culture, why that. So the why is within the destination, man. Jay Clyde, what up, bro? Cats don't get this, man. So I'm like, yo, what's next? Brazil, what did Brazil teach you? It taught me this. What next? Thailand gonna teach me this. What next? Philippines gonna teach me this. What next? Tanzania gonna teach me this. What next? That's your focus. That's where your mind should be. Diamond, what up, bro? That's where your mind should be. Good eve, fellas. Preach it, brother, yes. Shout out to you, bro. That's where your mind should be. Where to? I don't get many dudes that support me on here. I get more subscribers. Do you know over half of my viewers on my channel is women. I looked at the analytics, I was shocked. Women don't say anything, they just watch. You see how women don't say nothing on this channel. They just watch us. They listen to me. They take it in because they know I'm making points, but they don't say anything. Half of my viewers are women, believe it or not. Ain't that crazy? I looked at my analytics today, half of my viewers all these months has been women because I don't pay attention to the analytics. He said women game planning for the attack on 2032. Oh, we'll have enough money and enough, we built up enough arsenal, we'll be ready for them. We'll be ready. Oh, they listening. Oh, the women listening. Oh, the women listen. I was shocked. I was like, yo, what the hell? Half of the women listening to me and not saying anything. But they're listening. They're listening in a large number. I burned the shit out that bug. You want to bother me? I'm going to burn you. So that's what I learned. I learned where to next. Like after I travel, what I'm going to do next. Listen up, ladies. I'm out in 2 weeks. That's why I wonder why nobody's giving likes on my channel. It's because the women are watching. And the women are going to give likes to this. And some dudes who were raised by women watching. So they're not going to give likes to this. They want us to stay in America and be under the prison and use us as their blame. But you can't lose passport men for your blame. Now I know for a fact you can't use most of the passport men I know for no blame for nothing. They pulled out, literally. Your vagina doesn't matter. Your breasts don't matter. You could go get so many fake breasts, weave, eyelashes looking like Dumbo, so much enough makeup, you can bake a cake with that. Men don't care about none of that. The men I know. The men who have wives in foreign countries, girlfriends, like serious girlfriends in other countries. They don't care about none of that, bro. So ladies, you're watching, I hope you do watch. And you can understand why we going overseas. Why we doing it. I don't have to talk bad about you. You notice I'm one of the only travelers that don't ever speak and sit there for hours and talk about, yo, they did me like this, they did. What for? What for? I put the power back in men's hands. They don't like having the power, so they try to run from my channel. Your quad, man. What's up, bro? They try to run from my channel. You can't help it. You gotta listen. Because we're removing ourselves by the thousands upon thousands of men. And you know what I noticed? Men said something who hate on us. They stop. They said something again. They stop. Now they realize they can't do anything. These men on YouTube, the men on Facebook, the men on Instagram, they're like, yo, these dudes. So men are trying to come up with conversations to, every time I mention a country, you know, dudes who claim not to listen to Yes Jonas go there. I mentioned Czech Republic. I mentioned Tanzania. I mentioned a few other places. I'm not going to say Ukraine. Dudes are really popping up in these places. It's good to know that they're watching. But they built like women. So they're not going to come over here and show love. They're just going to watch. They're doing the exact very thing that the women do. So what's next? They're going to still be them. They're going to go to a foreign country. They're going to come back and they're going to still be callous. They're going to still be cutthroat. Most of them do. I told you, still don't know the guy that when we was in Brazil a couple weeks ago, the guy who sent the message to the girl and said, I'll pay you double. I want to see that guy's face so I can forever remember him. And I'm going to pressure my man into giving me his face. All of it is 2 million more women in Brazil than men. You got a plethora of options, gumbo pot. And you worried about the woman, and she's a you know what. So you ain't missing anything. You could get it the next day. But dudes go out the country and they come back with that same, or they carry that overseas, yo. And it's hard for them to break free from it. And I'm telling fellas like, yo, why keep yourself in a prison? Yeah, Diamond, that was a despicable act. And I want to get that, I'm going to get that dude's face. Oh, best believe I'm going to get his face. And I'm definitely going to share it with my Patreon. But it's crazy to me. Why go overseas and do the same damn thing? Like, you bring that prison mentality overseas and not the proverbial prison. One of yours, they're just selfish for the black man. That's why we can't advance. What? That has nothing to do with it. Don't bring that racial stuff in here. I don't know nothing about that. All the white people I know show me love. All the people I know, Hispanic, white, or if they call themselves that, because they always write white on the thing. Them Latinos, they write white on there too. They've been showing nothing but love to this channel. Nothing but love. The African brothers showing nothing but love. I don't care where they come from. They show me love. So I can't say they don't want us to advance. I don't know. They gave me my passport, so they want me to go overseas. Now, if they stop us from getting our passports, then I'll say, okay, something's up with this. Hell, they spelled my name wrong on the first one when I started going to Brazil. I had to take it back. And they sent the new one right back. So I don't know nothing about that. So, is there a history in this country? Yes. Is there a history in Brazil? Oh, most definitely. Is there a history in these island countries? Yes. We know the history. So, I don't want to get on that. I don't harp on that. I'm like, yo, you got the power, yo. You got the power. Hell, they give you the power. And you guys relinquish the power by having babies. Then you say, oh, they trying to hold me down. No, sir. That's crazy. They give you a passport, they give you the power, you come back, you relinquish your power and say, I don't want it in a way, right? By having babies here, by getting married here, by still sleeping with women here, knowing that you got away with it, women gonna act like she's a victim. You eat the effed up foods here. You do all of that. You relinquish your power and they gave you a passport. This is hilarious to me. How can you play victim and you got a passport, bro? You can't play victim. Be a damn grown man, pull up your pants and go out there and do you. You're still spending, buying clothes because somebody on the internet who barely was making it, who now you giving money to, told you to dress up and all of a sudden y'all do. You barely can afford anything and gonna pay for clothes that you can't afford. Miss me with that. See, y'all hate grown man talk. Y'all run from that. Miss me with that. You got the power all in your hands to stack your money, make investments, instead of you losing $1,500 a month because you want to go out there and party and spend money and go out there and eat food and be at bars and all of that. You can't blame nobody for that. Grego do that more than anybody I know, and he never cry. Never cry wolf. Grego never cries wolf, and he's everywhere, all over the city. And I never heard Grego cry wolf, as if he don't have the power as a man. You could miss me with that. You got the power, you come back and relinquish it. Stop doing it. Stop going out. Stop buying clothes that you can't afford. Stop trying to go get tailored up as if you got money like that. Stop going to buy. You went and bought a car that you can't afford the car no for. You stupid. Stupid. And you think I'm going to show sympathy to you? No. I told you to work 5 jobs. You dudes working 1 job and think, I'm too tired to go to the, versus yes, Jonas. I'm going out there working 9 jobs if I can. I'm going out to see how to get this money. I'm not giving them power. You giving a bar power so the owner's getting rich while you suffer. Are you crazy because you can't control your drinking? Miss me with that. That's the difference between you and I. I came back and saw the power that I have, and I'm trying to implement it and doing it at the same time. Trying and also implementing. Information is best qualified by the actions you take after you receive it. Let me repeat my quote, my personal quote that I came up with. Information is best qualified by the actions you take after you receive it. You guys received information, went out there, used your passport, and came back, and you're still the same. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You can't control your lower member. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. I don't have no sympathy towards you. You got a passport. Most guys don't even, who got felonies and stuff like that, they trying to work on getting their passport because they're done with the same old, same old. You dudes got your passport, came back, and now you doing it. Man, I'm a victim. That victim mentality is for the victim. That victim mentality is for the very people that have started it. I don't play victim. I don't try to be victim. I'm not a victim. Got my damn passport. I got money that I'm saving. I don't have children in America. I don't have children in America. Even the dudes that have children came back after they traveled, came back and never touched a woman again. Because they know what having a child in America, that takes half of your money. It takes half of your income. And you don't have no kids. You don't have not one. And you're ready to blame. Play victim. Go work 9 jobs. Go do that, and then you can come to me. Go save all your money for the year. Save at least 70% of your money for that year. Then come back and talk to me. Come back and talk to me. Go out the country every 3 months. 2.5, 3 months, make yourself feel good that you come talk to me. Do all what I tell you, implement everything I tell you guys to do. But oh no, you don't want to do that. You don't. Stop playing victim. Women are watching. You're supposed to be rubbing it up in your face that you have a wonderful life now that you have your passport, not to play victim. What the hell you thinking? I've been black for 40 years almost. My skin color ain't going nowhere. It's only going to get deeper and darker. I'm not going to use that. Your woe is me. Man, forget you. Forget you. Forget you. You got the world at your fingertips. Mike, what up? Patrick, what up? You got the world at your fingertips. You are a button away from going to another country. Most people can't afford to even leave their country, and woe is me. Oh, I'm tired of this. What's next? What's next is for you to play victim. Don't play victim with me. Oh no. I'm a different type of dude. Almost lost my life twice. I don't sit up here and say, I lost my life and I've been in so much tragic situations. Fuck no. I get up, I pull up my pants, I say I'm gonna work hard and I'm gonna go travel the way the fuck I want. Miss me with that. Victim mentality. I'm a black man. Damn right I'm a black man. I've been a black man for 40 years. You stay your butt in the house, you won't have nothing to worry about. You invest your money, you will be in a different type of society. Now, can it still happen to you? Yes, but you have a backing or a network full of men who got your back. So when it does happen, you got those weapons. That money is weapon, that economics is weapons. That network, that men that you built were weapons. But no, you don't look at it like that. Exactly, Patrick. No damn victim. Most High gave me, it's like, yo, you're in the first world, they're in the third world. Do you know what's going on? They putting soccer balls together in third world countries. Yes, I'm gonna use extreme for this. They putting soccer balls together every week. They put thousands of soccer balls together for Walmart shelves and only get 27 cents a week. And you complaining. You complaining. You have got to be kidding me. Women out there selling their tail. All they got is the little crumbs that men from other countries or nationalities come and give them. Even their own countries. Give them pennies for selling their box because they got to feed their children. And you up there complaining because you don't want to sit your ass in the house. Man, miss me with that talk. Miss me with that talk. You dudes want to sit on there and argue and fight in other countries, and most people can't even afford. You know how many Brazilians I spoke to who couldn't even afford to go to Salvador Bahia, and that's only an hour away from where they stay? All their lives they've been in the same area. They really don't have the money to go. You live in America and you telling me about being a victim. Man, miss me with that shit. I hate this type of talk. People were put in the ground yesterday, the day before that. People are in the morgue. You up here living being, walking, breathing. And you want to hate Yes Jonas because I'm truthful. Because I tell you to go get your passport and use it. Stack your money. Stop blaming women. I thank the Most High every day I could leave on the plane. Every day I wake up. Y'all think I don't? I appreciate this. Every day I could get up and do pull-ups and push-ups and jog steps. You think I don't? I love doing it. And you worried about what an American woman is talking about. That's some dudes who are raised by women. Let them sit online and talk about women all day. You be a man, pull up your britches and say, yo, that don't got nothing to do with me. I don't have that's why I got a different type of, I let all my friends go and I ran in a different circle now. All them dudes were victims. What's happening? The latest incident that happened, they running. I'm like, do you know somebody like you killed about 50 people in that area just yesterday, and now one dude did something who you miss me with that. I hate racism like everybody else. You can miss me with that type of talk. And if I got to be on this lone boat, lone bridge, lone house by myself and don't have nobody backing me, so be it. You don't have to back me. You can say, yes, Jonas is a problem. You know how many people try to target me every day? But I don't get on here and, oh, woe is me. Fuck them. Fuck them. I got my passport. Fuck them. I get to traveling again. Excuse me. I apologize. Alpha, shout out to you, bro. Yeah, you got to shake it off. You got to. You got to. You got so many more privileges than anybody else, yo. Every time I look at that, when you see Brazilians cry in front of you, who couldn't even, they like, it touched my heart. It really touched my heart. A Brazilian woman came to me, she said, you been in Salvador? I said, yes. She said, you been to Espírito Santo? I said, yes. She said, you been to Recife? I said, yes. She said, you been to all these places? She's like, I tried to save up all my life just to get to one of these places, and it seemed like I could never get over the hump. And it touched my heart. She started crying. And then when I seen men say the same thing, they cried and wished they could leave their poverty. And nothing you can do to suffice. You're like, man, I can do. What help do you need? I can bring you information. That's the only thing you can do. When you sat with people like that in other countries, in some of the most poverty-stricken places, and you see them away from the airport, and you ride out and you see them living in squalor, you're like, yo, I appreciate this shit. This passport, I appreciate it. My 9 to 5, me working 4 jobs, I'm doing it with my strength. But you understand. Low-key, what up, bro? You understand. You're like, damn. You're like, yo, I do got privilege somewhere. You're privileged to them. You're like, damn, all I got to do is stay in the house and my money will grow? All I got to do is stop spending and my money will grow? All I got to do is stop eating this stuff that's going to destroy my internal makeup? Now, of course, you got vices. Let me repeat, I'm going to keep saying this. This is my vice. This is one of them. You got a few of them that can harm you in the future. You get rid of the family. All I got to do is stop talking to family who begging, who misusing their finances, and then come to you and borrow money and do the stuff that they need. No. You remove yourself from these family members. You stop being controlled by a woman's breast and what she got between her legs. And you do this for years. So you like, until it's foreign to certain people. Certain people look at me, I told family members I ain't date since 2015, and you know what they do? They look at me like, what? As if you're an alien. Anything foreign, you reject. And you look at people and say, yo, you got to stop dating. I won't even give a woman an inkling of making a child with me by not having sex with none of them. Not putting nothing in their mouths, if you know what I mean. I'm like, all of that, done. So they can't use that against me. All of the superficial stuff, the cars, the clothes, that's done. If I'm not making money off it, I don't want it. And when you put all that, and when you see your bank account grow, when you see that, the only thing you do, you can't travel the way you want because your money is not there, that might get to you a little bit. But listen to platforms that's going to uplift you instead of complaining, because all they're going to do is make you say, oh, yeah, he's right. That's why I'm going overseas on purpose, because of these women. Let them dudes die early from their hatred toward women here while you live longer. And you say, I remember that dude on YouTube used to always talk about women. He even did it up until he was 60 years old, until his heart gave out on him. You should be that one who looking at these guys, not going to get and being fed that negative stuff and thinking that you need it. No. I sit on the back of my patio in my boxers, smoking a cigar and drinking my wine, and just quiet with a little speaker, just playing music, just relaxing, playing classical music, Beethoven and things like that. Dun 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 dun. That's what I'm listening to. That's why you think I'm so creative, because my creative juices start spreading once you can quiet your mind. If you could never quiet your mind, you're running from your internal problems, you can always be stressed out and damn near have a heart attack. I sit back in the heat, 90 degrees, and say what it's going to be like when I go to Brazil in February. And I sit there with no shirt on like I would be on the beach. It's to the point I'm about to bring sand, a makeshift sand pit on the back of my patio. And I'm going to sit there like this. Diamond said, when you no longer care about stuff in the U.S., huge weight is lifted. Yes, it's a mental chain that's been cut. And I sit there like this, and I called Jay Clyde earlier. I was talking to him a couple days ago. He said, man, I said, I'm sitting on the patio just smoking a cigar, chilling. He said, that's what you're doing? That's what I'm doing. Listening to classical music. No, then everybody gonna call me, yo, did you see that report on the news? Click. Yo, who making that noise over there? Click. They call me back, straight to voicemail. Straight to voicemail. Go to certain places and donate my time. I do that. But it's when I want to. Not because I feel out of obligation. Because I do that overseas, people who have nothing. I still give to the school out in Brazil. And the lady's very grateful during COVID. You know how much money I gave to that school in the favelas? Oh. But do I come to YouTube and talk about it? Well, now I just did. But it's just, I'm talking about example. That's what I do. I give to her, do with the money with you to help out the children. You can miss me with that. You can't get me to feel guilty about nothing. Yo, this happened at a club, somebody got shot. Why were they there? Why were they there? 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 in the morning, you know what comes out. Why are you there? I'm in the house. Now, if somebody break through your door, like I saw a news report, a guy with an extended clip going to people's houses in the nice part of Ohio, trying to get in and seeing if their windows are open. And if he would have got shot, oh, they shot another black man. He come into somebody's house with a ski mask on and an extended clip, skinny, bony dude, and with his boy waiting in the car, and you dudes have the nerve to feel sorry. No. No. Them people are in the house. Now, if something happened to them, I'll feel bad for them. They ain't out partying, ain't nothing, taking care of their family, coming home. I'll feel sorry for them. I feel sorry that dude's blood after he shot that dude, that intruder, was on their floor and their carpet in their house. I feel sorry for their carpet more so than I feel sorry for the dude that got shot who's trying to rob people and break into their house with an extended clip on the gun. Out in the open, walking around like that, all throughout the houses, seeing who windows open. I'll feel sorry for that their carpet was stained with his blood. I'll say, poor carpet. I won't feel sorry for that dude at all. You can miss me with that. So what next? That's what's next for us. We're going to keep traveling. We're going to keep saving money. We're going to keep staying our butts in the house. We're going to keep working. Now, if something happened while we're doing jobs on the street, that's different. I'll feel bad for a lot of you fellas if something happened to you. Somebody try to bump your car, or they're going fast, they speed, you get into an accident, you crush your car because somebody doing something dumb and all you're trying to do is work the 4 or 5 jobs. You know how many people are quitting their jobs all across the U.S.? You know how many people are quitting their jobs all across the U.S.? Just quitting. That leaves space for you to sweep the floor, wait tables, get tips. Make it until you're making $100,000 a year. Keep doing you until you make $100,000 a year, $200,000 a year, $300,000, $1 million. You know how many book sales? I never complained about this. I'm just bringing this out now. You know how many book sales I get a year, and I never complained about it? And with the thousands of fellas that traveling, with the thousands of t-shirts, man, I got so many dope ass t-shirts on my website. Dudes don't support it all. Women are buying my shirts. They're actually emailing me saying, yo, do you have this in this? And do you got some, what's that, crop tops? Women asking me to put my t-shirts in crop tops and they'll wear them. And they got groups of women who will buy them. But I'm making stuff for men. Bad business decision. And I'm changing all that. You know how hard, most of the women that's subscribing to my channel, most of the people that's now subscribing to my channel, and I'm almost at 1,000. I only need 27 more subscribers and I'll be at 1,000. But all of the women been subscribing to my channel lately. Women. I was like, I got 7 subscribers in the last couple days, all were women. And I talk to men most of the time. And do you think the men share my channel? Fuck no. And I'm bigging up y'all. I'm talking to y'all. I'm strengthening men. And the women are coming and sharing my channel. Not y'all. Funny. The women are sharing my videos. 7 new subscribers, all women. I saw the names. One lady's name was Bertha. I was like, what the hell is Bertha coming over here looking at my channel for? They want to hear us talk because they know I don't go at women. I don't care what women do in this country because I know we got beautiful foreign women over there who do anything we say. But women are subscribing to my channel. They just want to hear us. Your last few videos did numbers. Yeah, they did. Shout out to Pat for noticing. And guess what? 30% of those who watched the videos were women. That's crazy. When I looked at the analytics, I couldn't believe it. 30% of the videos that hit over 1,000, 30% of those were women on each video. One video had 27%. So I guess you gotta include women if you want to blow up on YouTube. That's why dudes are including women. Because they know these Negroes ain't gonna, they know how men are. Men are come around when women are around. It's weird. Just so they could talk bad about women, beef with them in the chat. I'm like, this is crazy to me. I've been bigging up men since 2015, just going hard for fellas. My video, I should be at 1,000 like that. Yo, you listen to what you call it? Yo, listen to this dude named Yes Jonas. You think you doing that? No. Dudes are like, yo, he's done off the live stream. Click, let me go to somebody else. Cool, that's what you choose to do? Then I'll make my videos universal. That's why I'm doing more universal videos and not saying men or women. I'm just keeping the context universal. You notice what I'm doing? We're heterosexual stand-up sidewalk cracking dudes. So I get it. But for y'all not to be sharing, and it's just crazy to me. All the men that y'all know, a lot of y'all dudes got friends, y'all want to wake them up, tell them to come listen to me. Tell them. Tell them. I'm going to be me. I ain't going to change for anybody. I don't care what you have. I don't care if you make more money than me. I don't care if you look prettier than me. You notice why I said that. I'm pretty. He ugly, ain't he? And shout out to Muhammad Ali. You're going to be all of that. I'm still going to have some of the most beautiful women on earth, whether I pay them or don't pay them. I'm still going to travel the world. Earth, but y'all say world. Whether you here or not. I'm going to use my 4 jobs while I'm sweeping the floor, while I'm fixing air conditioners. I'm going to put all those jobs together and make something of it. I'm for the everyday brother. I'm for the dude that, because I can get in that realm. If I want to throw on a suit, I can. If I want to throw on a button up, I can. Oh, I got clothes. Oh, I got gear. I got gear. But do I want to do that? No. What's the purpose? I'm a traveler. Most of the time we in the button-ups, t-shirts, wife beaters. It's hot in these places that we go to. Hell, the ladies be sweating out their weave. The ladies be in so many hot places trying to look good that their weave starts smelling like burnt rubber. But they travel too. Just be smelling like burnt. Have you ever laid next to that? It's smelling like burnt rubber. Yes, and so I'd rather deal with women with their natural. So if it calls for an Afro-Brazilian, I'm going to get her. If it calls for a Brazilian woman who's long flowing hair, I'm going to get her. What next? That's what's next for me. Not playing victim. That's what's next for me, going to another place. That's what's next for me, eating good food. That's what's next for me. Hit that thumbs up, fellas. Look how many people hit the thumbs up. Let me check on my other phone how many thumbs up we got. Let me check. Watch this. Watch, all these people came through, and let me see how many people came through my channel already. And let's see how many thumbs up we got. Watch this. Watch this. I'm going to give you an example, and there's all fellas that was coming through here. Damn near. Let's see. Look at that. Look at that. Y'all want me to stay bigging up men and not make my conversations universal? It should be about 60 thumbs up. All the dudes that were coming in and out of here. So I'm glad I programmed this on my other phone. But real talking, when you hear stories like I told you, what dude, he's a nice guy coming from Africa, coming here, thought he met a nice, pleasing wife. And for him to be in misery like this and about to go through a divorce, and they just had a baby, this is crazy to me. And the lady looked so sweet. She looked like one of them suburban moms. So you know what ethnicity, race, or group in the category I'm talking about. So it's an interracial marriage. And for her to be talking to him like that is crazy to me. And she's supposed to be your quintessential look of a good woman. A nice, pleasant woman. Soft-spoken. Saying the most vile stuff to him. But he came to America thinking he won. Nah, bro. That's what I told him. I said it don't always work like that. You gotta stay on your P's and Q's. I said now you're gonna learn. And picture if they get him on child support now. I told her, I said I think he gonna escape back to Africa. I think he is. There's one dude I was talking to, a dude who was born in he was born in Angola, but he looks Cuban. He told me that he was living in Europe, right? He left Angola, right? He looks Cuban. He looks Cuban. He said he left Angola, right? He went to Europe. I think he was staying in the UK. His wife, he had 2 children with her, right? His wife started tripping, started wilding, and tried to take him to court and get child support. He fled and came to the U.S. He got a wife now here in the U.S., and he said if she starts tripping, he said he's going to another country. He's going to South America. So what he does, he said, if these women, his motto, and he don't care. He don't care if he sees children. Now, this is not a dude from the U.S. Look at his mind. He said, bro, what I look like, I can't control my household. And he used his accent strong. I can't control my household. He speaks Portuguese and Spanish. He said, I can't control my household. He said, you think I'm going to stay in Europe and let that government control me and give that woman power? He said, I left, bro. I left. He came here. He said, if my wife starts tripping here, I don't care how many kids I have here with her. I'm going to leave. I'm never going to give women power. I was like, yo. I said, you just bouncing on your kids? He was like, I don't care, bro. I don't care. She's not going to take my sanity, bro. I was like, and this is dudes of different nations because they used to men being in power from their countries. That's crazy when you think about it. And y'all telling me, yo, you ain't gonna see your children today? Shut up. Men from other countries, they don't care if they leave their kid, they bouncing because they got that patriarchal bone in their bodies. You might not agree with it. You might say that's bad. He said, many men from my country do this. Crazy, right? You cannot agree. You could put your first world ideas on it or your thoughts or feelings. I don't operate like that. You need to read Hume. Shout out to Hume. There must be a balance. Yeah, can you give me your WhatsApp number? Just send me a message on Instagram. We'll discuss it, bro. All right, cool. But so y'all see why I get on here and I talk to men every day. I speak to men because I don't want us to suffer. I don't want you to be in turmoil. Like I said years ago, women target the children when they get upset. Men tear up shit. Men tear up everything. They taking everybody with them. And I don't want men to feel like this. Like they have nothing. I don't want men to feel like this. Hey, Jay, thanks a lot, bro, for the cash app. I rarely see those. Mark B, he's one of the ones that's constant. Shout out to Mark B. Man, that dude dropped the load. But, Jay, thanks a lot, bro, for the cash app. We got to think long term. No, religion ain't going to help you. It ain't going to help you if you looking at it from now. The scriptures will help, of course. I have family there, but I think I can link up with them. All right, cool, bro. Don't force anything if you ain't got your plans together. So if you come into Atlanta, make sure stuff is guaranteed. You don't want to depend on anybody. And I definitely don't want you to call me and say, yes, I'm out here on the streets. Please. So before you come to Atlanta, make sure all your ducks is in a row. You know what's a good position for you to be in Atlanta? Start out in maintenance. If you got to start out as a groundskeeper for one of these apartment buildings, start out as that. There's money in that. Eventually, over time, you'll grow, you'll get experience if you really want to learn. So you could start that even in your own town. You don't need to come to Atlanta to do that. Always start out. They'll teach you. Eventually, you'll be sharp at HVAC. That's how I started. I started at apartment communities. And I was just picking up the worst rats. I started out in College Park, close to Gobby Road. Everybody that know Atlanta know what I'm talking about. And you're pulling rats out of pipes, You're picking up dead rats, furniture all left out on apartment buildings. I was in that type of area. Gunshots, people killing each other, raids happening. That's where I started. I had to start there to learn HVAC. And I said to myself when I started, I'm not being like this. I'm going to learn as much as I can. And I did. And now I'm skilled at HVAC. Psh, you can't tell me nothing about a system or a unit. I could get anything working. So if I was you, I would look into that. I'm giving the young dudes advice. People gonna always need heat, as we see with this heat wave in America, and people always gonna need AC. You see this heat wave, they always gonna need AC for it, and in the wintertime, you're gonna need heat. So just prepare yourself for that, bro. They always gonna need it. You're always gonna have a place to sleep, always gonna have, as long as you can work for apartment community. So if I was you, I'd go do stuff like that. And people say, oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. So if you got, it's called porter, Porter. Go look up porter jobs where you picking up shit all day. Do that from the beginning and just watch the maintenance guys there. Ask them questions, record it on your phone how to work on systems. They'll show you. They'll show you. They'll show you. They might act like they somebody above you or stuff like that. Just hold your peace. Hold your frustration. Learn as much as you can. So, feels good. Oh man, drinking you crabs in the barrel who talk bad about us travelers. You ain't gonna stop nothing. You haven't stopped anything now, you ain't gonna stop nothing tomorrow. More fellas are traveling. Now, do we stick together like we should if we stop just whoremongers? Nah. If we could have dope conversations, not just about business, about our experience overseas, about what the best foods we've eaten. If you have those type of conversations, they could go a long way. But if you stick to one conversation as a traveler, nobody gonna want to be around your ass. One damn conversation. It's easy, bro. You got, like, people like, oh, I'm an introvert. Why not to turn you into an extrovert? Why not to get you out of that introvert and turn you to a person that know how to create conversation and don't be scared to do it. I ain't scared of, man, to talk to people. I walk through Prince Street projects in Newark, New Jersey in the heart of violence by myself and was like, what? In the 90s. In the 90s. I'm like, from Jersey City. And you know Newark and Jersey City don't get along. Eduardo know that. And they show nothing but love. Like, yo, this dude crazy. You gotta relinquish fear. That's why you come back and you're the same, because you're scared of change. And I'm like, why be scared of change, yo? Change is good for your mind. It's good for your soul. People want to still be that same person they was 15 years ago. Shut up. I was a thug back in the day. Shut up. You're an old man now. Shut up and be old. Supposed to build wisdom as you get older. You still trying to be a fucking youngin'. How tough you was. You're past. Shut up. Supposed to be guiding younger fellas if they want to hear you. If not, just sit there and wait till they ask for your advice. Go enjoy yourself. Go enjoy your life. Go do what I do. Sit on the patio and chill. Don't try to be nobody's teacher. Sit down and shut up. Still talk about your past. Global Paper, what up, bro? Exude your wisdom. All right, boy, anoint you to you too, bro. You're supposed to be a wise man now in your 40s, your late 30s, 50s, and 60s. You still trying to compete with young guys. Tell them how tough you were. You're only getting older. Shut up. You're only getting older and fatter. Talk about how tough I am. Nah, that's for the birds, man. You're supposed to get smarter as you get older. These dudes seem to be dumber. You're gonna keep asking that every live, man. Hilarious. With Riri, I talk to her friend every day. The friend that was in the video with her, I speak to her every single day. I just left and she want me to come back. I'm like, yo, I just left Brazil. I speak to her best friend every day, somebody that they sleep in the same house together. So if y'all ever want that girl Rihanna, hit me up privately. I'll give y'all her number. Whenever you're in Brazil, you want to hang with her, I can make it happen. That's easy work. Easy. That's what we do. We build relationships over here. We got drivers. J. Clyde is one of them. I got one, Jorge. Well, in Spanish, Jorge. In Brazilian Portuguese, Jorge. We got people we got drivers. We got, like, you build those relationships, yo. Eduardo, what up, bro? Shout out to, he know how Jersey City, there you go. You know how Jersey City and Newark don't get along? Is it a better relationship now? Probably. But I'll be up there in a couple weeks. All my families, damn near the whole Jersey City. Even the new people that's coming from New York. I know them. I know people in the field too. So, with that being said, yo, shout out to all of y'all, man. Shout out to the people that's getting wiser as they travel instead of coming back the same. You got to get wiser. So even if I'm talking to 25 people, 22 people, 15 people, 13, y'all seeing, and some of my lives there was only 7 people in here. And I'm talking to those 7 people as if Jersey City Crazy almost got into a fight in public today. Oh man, Jersey City still crazy like that? They put y'all in the corner. Yeah, let me tell you how gentrification works, right? They moved all of the people from downtown, right? When the next time you gonna arrive in Brazil or visit Brazil? I'll sleep in the airport if I have to. But I'll be in Brazil probably in a couple weeks, probably in a week or 2. I don't know. I'm deciding what I want to do now. Me and J. Cloud was on the phone chopping it up about that earlier. So y'all know I want to go to Medellin for the first time. I want to see what all the hype is about. It's a staffing company they hire easily. Cool. But I want to see what all the hype is about Medellin. J. Cloud said I like it. He said go soon to Brazil. Soon I will, man. He said vem logo Brasil. How can you travel just a trick? I don't know. Delete that person, please. Somebody block him. J. Cloud, if y'all watching, anybody that got that wrench, Grego, Grego hooked to Brazil, bro. Y'all know my Brazil trips, let me just put it like this. My Brazil trips, damn, I just farted. Oh, that was a good fart. Mixed with this cigar, oh, what a lovely scent. Oh, y'all see me lift up like that? But my Brazil trips are pretty much like spur of the moment. My Brazil trips are, I don't go to Brazil like, I don't plan on going to Brazil. Everybody that know me since I've been going to Brazil, I just go. But I don't put it in steps. Like I might take a weekend. Like next weekend I might go to Brazil. I might just go and just appear in Brazil. And if you see me at the airport, you see me. But like putting it together, nah. Like I might put something together going to Europe or Africa or Southeast Asia. Those are different. Those are different trips. I put those together, I plan those because those are new experiences. But Brazil, I just go. Costa Rica, I just go. You're going back, you're going to the motherland, Medellin. The motherland, bullshit. Brazil's the Mecca. That's the motherland of all motherlands. Brazil's the motherland of all motherlands. Brazil is the echelon. Brazil's the pinnacle. Is the top tier. Brazil is the most exquisite place to visit. It's profoundly in tune to any traveler that goes there. Brazil's, yeah, right, exactly, go is the Taj Mahal. Is the Trump Tower. Is the releaser, the relinquisher of all problems. Brazil is the upper echelon of all places to travel. Brazil's the monument of all monuments. Is the how do you say that in French? The Grand Kundala or whatever it is, or whatever that. You said, wait till, here go Grego trolling. Wait till I try some. Yo, that Japanese chick, bro, I can honestly say that, bro. That Japanese chick, bro, in Brazil, she was up there. She was up there. But Brazil just has so much to offer, man. And picture when the country opens. Can't be seven in Brazil, chase dirty feet. I don't know who that is. Whoever trolling. Block that dude. When you learn Portuguese, Brazil, he said when you learn Portuguese, Brazil is a lot better in your experiences, yo. So, well, Brasil português eu aprendo. E eu não me preocupe com isso, eu não aprender isso. Brasileiros, maravilhoso. E eu troco a minha mente quando visitar lá. Hell, I'm scared of Brazil getting any more better for me. Yeah, Brazil was crazy this time around. Trolls mean you are where you need to be. Yeah, they are. That means people are watching the channel even more. So thank you, trolls. Shout out to all of y'all. If I can deal with J. Clyde and Grego, the troll of all trolls, we could deal with y'all. We just gonna time y'all out. But we could deal with y'all. Because y'all saying stupid shit. Lee J. Card and them make sense when they troll. That ain't gonna stop my numbers. It ain't gonna stop my numbers. My channel's just gonna keep growing. I'm right there at 1,000 already. Quick. Mentioned it a couple months ago, I'm there already. So share the stream, subscribe to the channel, fellas. I'm right there at 1,000. Yo, I'm knocking on the door. I need 20 more. Crazy. Without going to nobody's channel, without promoting my channel, no, I built it up from scratch. Said, yo, I ain't going to nobody panel talk about the same old, what's wrong with American women? Okay, we done talked about that for 10 years. I just don't want to talk about it. Me. You guys can talk about it all you want. I don't want to talk about it. I'm like, okay, enough of that. Figure out what could we do over there. How could we go over there and dope numbers and have fun without hating on each other? That's the way I'm trying to get to. We done dealt with the trolls. We done, they're going to be there. The trolls are going to be on the internet for the rest of their lives. They ain't got shit. Trolls usually only have driver's license as identification. Yo, now Grego trolling the trolls. Shout out to Grego, man. Grego trolling the trolls. Hilarious. But so yo, like me and Grego J. Clyde, y'all saw the video with us in there. The last video you see Grego. If y'all ever want to see how Grego looks, he's in the last video. Yo, I just burned my nose here, bro. My nose here is actually burning because this lighter burned all the way up to my nose. I felt the flame in my nose. Now my nostril here is burned. That's crazy, bro. I gotta turn down this flame, man. I gotta turn down this flame. Remember this didn't work? Now I got it to work. Now the flame go about 6 or 7 inches. And it, damn, my nose here burned. Yo, that's crazy. And I'm turning the flame that way from now on. Yeah, I gotta turn that down, man. Before I burn my damn hat or some shit. But you saw me, Grego J. Clyde, we was chilling. Chilling out in Brazil, heavy. Out in Brazil, heavy. Crazy, bro. We was out there living life for real, for real. Breakfast, J. Clyde and Grego mainly did their own thing because that was Grego's first time out there. But me, my cousin, Buck went bananas out there. Buck went bananas out there. So, it's his first time. These are first time travelers to Brazil, had a blast. I got even more. Brother, there was some Hispanic in Tampa too. What? They had a beef with people in Tampa? Don't care. Now, if it's at the airport, you're just trying to travel, you gotta hold your cool, man. You know how many times people brush past me, want to start a fight in the airport with me? Now, if it's outside of Tampa, cool. On the street and people bothering them, leave. For the drunk crew. Whoever that is lying. I think you lying, bro. You should have got beat up. Because you trolling, you should have got beat the fuck up. You should have knocked your nose off your face. Nah, that dude trolling. No point in fighting at the airport. I'm seeing all these airport videos in Miami, people fighting. I'm like, you an idiot. They could give you Fed time for that if they really wanted to. If they really want to start shit with y'all, they could give you Fed charges. If they really wanted to. This law does what they want. Y'all saw my video. It's about to reach 1,000. I feel it. I saw that 400. I'm like, yo, it's a question of my heart. You got it. Man, shout out to Usher for singing. He sung that thing. He sung that thing for all the travelers who married to their passports. Usher sung that thing for us, boy. I'm going to go listen to it after I get off here. It's a question on my heart. Y'all should see my video I got coming tomorrow. Oh, I'm going to take a shot at everybody. We the travelers. Y'all ain't doing nothing to us. You like chicken and your mom's like peen. You know what peen I'm talking about. She eat that every day. She eat chicken peen, buffalo peen, alligator peen. Hell, I don't even know how she found alligator peen, but she eat it. Hilarious. Be tearing up that alligator penis. Hilarious, bro. How did your moms find rat penis? How the hell did your moms find rat penis? She actually put it in a pot and fed it to you too, because she liked it so much. Rat penis. But yo, so the next places we going is coming up. I don't know why they put it out there, new variants of this thing coming up. But y'all just stick to your travel plans. Make sure y'all have your travel plans ready and then go from there. What y'all doing tonight? Tonight is gonna be a quiet night. I'm gonna put on Lord of the Rings. You know how that's gonna be. I'll put on Lord of the Rings and then go from there. So, it is what it is. I'ma just be sitting there chilling. Sitting there chilling, not doing nothing, relaxing, have another cigar. I need something to eat. Yo, I'm thinking about going to Five Guys or Shake Shack. He says it's a block party in the channel tonight. They just mad. They mad because they're useless gamers who have no life. You're not even good at gaming. Go to Taco Mac. Yeah, that's right there. But at Taco Mac be too crowded, man. How original CWs, you know, please sign up to my class for proper trolling shit is weak. Yeah, they weak. Those are gamers. Those are 15-year-old gamers. Y'all gotta understand, those dudes are young. So those are little kids who trolling. They're sitting in their rooms, their mother's downstairs making that tuna casserole. Their moms is downstairs making tuna casserole. So all they got is to be on the internet right now. Tuna noodle casserole. That shit is nasty. I don't like it. I tasted that one time when I went to the suburbs. I was like, hell no. Laughing at gamers with scat. I'm not saying that, Gregor. I can't say that out loud. I can read it, but I can't say it. Grego trolling him back. Tuna noodle casserole is nasty. But that's all they mother know how to do is make. That's all she know how to make. I'm surprised your moms didn't save up the dog in your house. Because you know money getting low for y'all. I got a tan like a mug. I was sitting in the sun earlier. Bro, look at my skin, bro. I'm glad but alright, so fellas, yo, what you gonna do next? I got another edited video coming tomorrow. I'm trying to get about 6 videos for the Patreon. I want them all together. So I want to upload them for the Patreon back to back to back. So on my Patreon, you'll get the stories that happen in Brazil, exclusive stories that happen out there. You'll get the actual times when we going out there again, so y'all could be prepared. Matrix Escape said he going with us. So shout out to Matrix Escape. He said he's gonna be out there with us on my IG. I'll be going live on Instagram. So if y'all not part of my Instagram, go subscribe to my Instagram. You'll know all of the topics that I talk about. I usually talk about on my Instagram off and on. But I'm gonna start doing Instagram. I'm gonna do 2 videos tomorrow on Instagram. I'm gonna be live. 11 a.m. I'm going live on Instagram, so join me over there. 11 a.m. tomorrow, so we could chop it up about the Carnival trip. I want to go live with Grego or J. Clyde. They could do that, but I also J. Clyde, not J. Clyde, but Grego owed me the red J. Clyde. Grego, you owe me. We got to sit on that couch, bro. Ralph, I'm trying to get him out there tomorrow. Hope it rain in the morning, so Ralph ass can not go and do what he trying to do. But Grego, I wish Grego would meet me at the cigar lounge. It opens up at 12. We can hurry up and do our thing. Grego, if you got time tomorrow at 12, we can meet up there at 11:30. Chill out there for a second. Or 11:45 around then. So, Grego, you know my spot. Don't put it in here. We don't know what people, we don't want people to know where we gonna be. So, Grego owed me that interview and it's perfect to go. They open at 12. We can be right there as soon as they open, turn on the lights, hurry up, do the interview, and be done. So, when J. Clyde here, coming into town, we could go there also, because I gotta get this content. I got a new channel, fellas, another channel with exclusive interviews from travelers of all, men, women, we got them all. So y'all might want to listen to this. These are the questions that many of you ask or put in your mind and you want to know about. We're going to put them on the hot seat, yo. So that channel's going to be popping. I'm going to promote that channel like crazy. This channel is growing, so I'm glad this channel is growing. The views are getting up to 1,000. Every once in a while, the videos grow. I thought that Slim Thug video was going to really grow, but it's stuck at about 204 views. But hopefully it goes, because he said he want to go to Brazil. You know what that's like, seeing rappers and people that got more money than I do, that want to go to the places that we've gone, that we built those connections with, that we visited all over the country. It's crazy to see these people want to go there. So when you hear them go there and then they seeking videos like ours, that's why you want to be part of this. And the audience say, yeah, I was there when he wanted to go, and now he linked to our channels because he needed to know different places to visit in that country, and he watched people like us. He listened to our live streams. These celebrities be watching. You think they not watching, they watching. Hell, these dumbass gamers stuck in their mom's house, they watching too and trying to troll. So you know if they trolling, you know these celebrities be watching. They might not tell nobody, They might not even tell their friends that they're watching, which is fucked up, because they should be promoting the. But you know they doing like the corporations do us. The corporations steal our ideas, then go. Not saying that the celebrities, rappers, musicians, all of them stealing our ideas. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying by them not promoting us, or saying, yo, you know this guy on YouTube, and telling their friends, they doing us a disservice. So they're getting out information about us going to these places, but for them not giving us shouts out or anything like that is doing us a disservice, and that's what I don't like. If you're gonna watch our shit, make sure you tell your friends, family, yo, this dude got, like, do it on the low, but at least let them know about YouTube channels that you watch, because we up against corporations, yo. Like ESPN, all of the basketball channels, ESPN stealing their style and then coming on YouTube, then doing the same shit. So it's wrong. They got millions upon millions of dollars backed. We got what we earn from our skills or what we earn from YouTube, and they trying to take that from us. So they know better than these trolls who sitting in their mom's cribs. So I wish these celebrities and people of that ilk, or the likes of those people, I shouldn't say ilk, but I should say the likes of those people should be passed in, but they really gonna put a bad part of my brain because they not helping us out. You already built your following. We build ours. You're watching us. We watch you. We told people we listen to your music even when you were just coming up. Some of us who knew about you. Like, for instance, 50 Cent, the rapper 50 Cent, when he first started coming up, we were passing his stuff like, so if a person like him come to YouTube and they watch our stuff, they what the hell is happening? Why are they calling my phone? How they get my number? I gotta talk to some people at my. There's something to do outside of YouTube. This is some old. But yeah. So we gonna do the damn thing, and it's dope that we're traveling. We making these motherfuckers who talk bad about us. We're making them look like idiots. Cause the more you give energy to something, the more people gonna want to know about it. So when they start talking about y'all traveling, y'all doing this, y'all doing that, more people like, yo, what's up with this travel shit? I need to try it. If they got my favorite YouTuber, even though they're on the low side of YouTube, they got my favorite YouTuber talking bad about travelers, maybe I need to try it. So everybody coming over to the travel side. Dude's like, yo, y'all was right. I shouldn't have never been focused on dating and marriage in America. So to hear those stories and to see it, you ain't gonna be able to stop that. Dudes are, especially dudes that's fed up. See, the dudes that try to act like they on your side, yo, yeah, they weak for going overseas. Them dudes are broads. They women internally. Because OGs, real OGs, stand-up OGs, you're like, yo, let them fellas do them. That's what real OGs do. That's what real people who've been through something do. Yo, let them do them. They ain't hurt nobody, are they? They ain't, yo, let them do them. But the dudes that got on YouTube complaining for the last couple of years, calling us every type of name in a book, dudes was like, yo, if they making that dude feel like that, and he got a large number of people on the low side of YouTube watching him, I want to see what this travel game is about. So we got people of all over trying to figure out what this travel game is about. How do these dudes so happy and I'm miserable, and I'm venting my frustration, but I'm still miserable. Venting your frustration about women ain't gonna make you feel better. It's just not. But when you travel, come back and apply all of what you've been learning, nobody can stop you. Nobody. You unstoppable mentally. You got a calcium, like David Goggins said, y'all know my favorite guy, David Goggins, he go hard. He said you gotta calcify your mind. And that's what you gotta do. You gotta calcify. That's why trolls can't bother us, none of that. Don't get mad at trolls for. They're useless, they're worthless, they're miserable. They're just like them content creators that talk bad about traveling men. Same thing. So, we just traveling more and more and more, and we keep going out the country and making them even, every day they wake up, they like, I can't stand those travelers. The first thought is us traveling because they're stuck in misery, chasing baby mamas in America. It's leftovers. Y'all seen my video years ago? Everybody is somebody's leftover. Go to my Instagram and watch. The video that on the channel that I deleted, I still got that video on Instagram. Everybody's somebody's leftover. But what type of leftovers do you want? That's the question. Are you going to be the one that put it in the fridge yourself? Are you the one who didn't just pick over it? Or are you the leftovers that somebody just looked and picked over and said, here, you can have this and warm this up? What type of leftovers are you guys getting? That's the question. What's the level of leftovers you're getting? I don't want some where somebody picked over. I want the stuff where I say, oh, I'll say this tomorrow, I'm full. That's what type of leftovers I want. And a passport allots me that. Because the foreign woman that you get to pick and choose what type of leftover she is. You get to say to yourself, yo, okay, she ain't been that much damage. She ain't been picked over. If you choose to go that route. Now, if you just want something, you go to a gentleman's club, you could do that. Quick, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Throw her out. But if you want the type of leftovers that you choose, you say, okay, I'm going to go to this country where many Americans don't travel. Many European men don't travel. I'm going to get those leftovers. Because she still have her family culture intact. That's the leftovers that you want. The leftovers that you choose. You see, it goes over people. People talk about leftovers because they don't know the depth of where you can go with that analogy. But when you put it in that vein or that position, you're good. You put it in that mental position, you're like, yeah, I do want those leftovers that nobody too much picked over and threw in the refrigerator, a refrigerator that isn't working. Picture a refrigerator that isn't working, that didn't have power for about 9 weeks. So you knew those little flies are getting into those leftovers. I want the leftovers that I can choose which ones are good for me. Everybody's somebody's leftovers, especially if they had their heart broken or anything like that. I think I need to revisit that video. So dudes could say, okay, well, somebody's left over. But people say, well, you're going to date single mothers in America. Why would you go overseas and date single mothers? Because her femininity is 1,000 times better than hers. Her mindset is 1,000 times better than the leftovers, the entitled leftovers that you have in America. Think about it, fellas. Her leftovers that you got overseas, somebody's leftovers, cool. I'm somebody's leftovers. Me, yes, Jonas. I've been damaged. I've been in relationships. I done had sex, these sexual connections with women, what you call soul ties. I done had those. So a woman comes to me who's not picked over and left in a bad fridge, right? She decided what type of leftovers she gonna be, like me. I decided what leftovers. I said I'm gonna save money. That's what type of leftovers I'm gonna be. So it's cool. You can use me as such. I said I'm gonna be the one that got my mind together and not destroyed and not focus on the negative shit. I said you pick and choose what leftovers you want to be. And that's what I'm telling guys. Like, okay, you somebody's leftovers. They left you and said, forget him. They used you for all the money that you had. You're somebody's leftovers. Now build up your bank account, build up your work ethics, build up your vernacular, your language, your speech, how you learn different languages. Learn how you talk to people, and bro, you'll be a different type of leftovers, right? Like, they got this thing in many of those Southeast Asia countries, even Asia period, where I seen this documentary where they go on the street, right? And they pick over the trash, right? And they pick out the good stuff that rats haven't touched, dogs haven't pissed on, stuff like that. They take it. They put it in their carriage, their cart. Look at how crazy this is. And they bring it, they reheat it, and they recook it. All of the good leftovers that people left on the streets. Now, you're saying, yes, that seems like an extreme example because that's what you are. Let's just be real. That's literally what you are in society. You were left on the street, you were left to be picked up, you were left discarded. Because the person who you dated, the person who you were married to, they trying to take you to court, trying to leave you with nothing. Think about that, fellas. See, people don't go deep with this analogy because they don't know how. It wasn't given to them. But that reference I created years ago, leftovers, people are now picking it up and using it on larger platforms. But they don't know how to, so they listen to smaller channels like us, steal the information and take it to their larger channels. And don't give credit where credit is due. But when my channel grows, I'm gonna be able to compete with them on that information. It's only a matter of time. You can't stop greatness. You can't. You can only hope to contain it, but you can't stop it. So I'm telling you fellas, that's what you want to be. How are you going to prepare yourself for the next person that you really want to get involved with? If you don't want that, if you want to whore for 20 years and go to different gentlemen's clubs and do you. I don't got no hate toward none of you dudes who want to do that. Do you? So I'm just telling for the fellas that do want girlfriends, do want wives in foreign countries, how do you prepare yourself or what you look for in the leftovers in these other countries? Were they damaged? Do they still have their fathers? Did their fathers hate their boyfriends? See, this is deep. Did the fathers, I had a discussion with a woman. She told me that every man that ever came in her life, her father hated. So she's still a good leftover because she has her father there to guide her. Even though she made those bad decisions, her father's like, okay, this is what you do next time. This is what type of man you look for next time. Oh man, I'm powerful. See, the Most High gave me a mind to break down stuff. And that's why I'm here. So I'm telling you, look for a certain type of woman. I'm telling you, if you want that, people say, oh, I don't have luck on Tinder. Because you're doing it, you don't want to get help. Even to this day, fellas still don't come in droves to my channel. Yo, yes, I'm gonna pay you to be mine. Now, I got some who say, yo, I want to put you on retainer, so whenever I want to call, bro, I'm gonna work the extra jobs, and instead of using some of that for travel, I'm gonna use some of that to pick your brain. Some guys do that to me. So I'm not going to say in totality that fellas don't spend money. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you got to go to the people that have done the research, that have been around the locals, that know foreign culture. Some dudes act like they do because they regurgitate channels like mine. And you could tell they fake about this shit. And they don't know it. So people say, again, how can you date a woman with kids? Because she's a different type of leftovers. So shout out to all of you all. Let's do it. Let's do it big. Tonight, let's feel good about ourselves. I'm gonna sit on the patio, listen to music in the nightlight on my patio, smoking another cigar, listening to classical music, listening to old school R&B, whatever you choose, jazz. Some people listen to jazz. That's what I do. That's why my brain is so free. That's why I don't care what happens on YouTube. They can send me a million bad things. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna read it. I filter my mind, and so should you. You're a traveler, dude. You hold a passport. In Passport We Trust. This is travel and passport doctrine. This is passport doctrine and it's travel doctrine. You need to follow this, man. So we can be the potent dudes that's walking around here every day. Tell some who you leftovers. When I embarrass women, how can you go overseas and date a single mother? Shut up. This is how I can. This is what they have over you all. And then they shut up. Some keep going because that's all they know is how to be combative. And then you walk away. You leave. You don't get. I rarely get in those conversations, but when I do, I have a potent comeback, a destroyer. They can't sway us. They can send trolls. They can send terrible women with big breasts, big booty. I don't care about none of that. People know I mean this. Who met me off YouTube, who don't know me, who've hung out with me for years now. They're like, yo, yes means what he speaks. And in order for you to be that, bro, you got to take this seriously. So if you overseas right now, you listen to me on the beaches, shout out to Worldly Traveler. You shout out to Patrick. Shout out to all these fellas traveling with. Shout out to Red Pill Chauvinists. All these fellas that's out in the country right now. Patrick might not be, but a certain fellas are. Who's listening to me on the balcony smoking a cigar like, yo, he's speaking truth. I'm here for all of you. Shout out to all of y'all. Peace. Who this? J. Quad, if you still here, you will link up with me in Tampa one day. Yeah, your Quad, he got you.